Okay, everybody. This is Flakes 2000, and I'm here. And I'm gonna make a video especially for Jeremy Barton, where I come up with a really interesting idea. And I imagine, what if Arthur DVDs were released by Columbia TriStar and Sony Pictures rather than Sony Wonder? Now, this video is made especially for Jeremy Barton. So, we are going to imagine what it would be like if Arthur DVD releases were from Columbia TriStar and Sony Pictures on DVD. Now, if Columbia TriStar were to release the show, then here's what it would look like. Basically, what would happen is, okay, we are going to imagine what the Arthur DVD releases would look like if Columbia TriStar and Sony Pictures released those DVDs instead of Sony Wonder. Now, what would happen is, the front cover for the Columbia TriStar and Sony Pictures releases would still be exactly the same. The front cover would still be exactly the same. What would change is the spine, where the Columbia TriStar or Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logos would be placed on the spine in place of the Sony Wonder and Random House logos. And then on the back, it would be completely different. The back cover would look completely different, similar to how Columbia TriStar releases of shows would look like. Right there with that logo. Yeah, it's okay. It was fun, but we have to get back to business now, and so basically the back cover of a Columbia TriStar release of Arthur would look similar to this. And the disc art would remain exactly the same as the Sony Wonder releases for the earlier titles, but then beginning in 2004, they would just use a squished up version of the poster art. The sponsors would still be on the back of the Columbia TriStar releases of Arthur. Later releases in 2004 would have a squished up version of the poster art from the front cover for the Columbia TriStar releases, while the earlier releases from 2002 to 2003 would have the image the same disc art as the Sony Wonder releases. It's just for the Sony Wonder releases, actually. Because Columbia is part of Sony, and Arthur's by Sony Wonder. So basically, the back cover of a Columbia TriStar release of Arthur would be more like, it would look more like this rather than like that. The sponsors would still be on the back, like the Sony Wonder releases. Now, the first DVD of the first Columbia TriStar DVD of Arthur we're going to imagine is a Columbia TriStar version of the 2003 DVD release. I was thinking earlier releases of Arthur by Columbia TriStar from 2000 to 2003 would have the same disc art as the Sony Wonder titles, but then beginning in 2004, it would have a squished up version of the poster art from the front cover. Now, the Columbia TriStar releases of Arthur would be a little bit different. It would often contain a bonus episode of another program that Columbia TriStar made on the Columbia TriStar releases of Arthur. And the first one we're going to imagine is a Columbia TriStar DVD release of Arthur's Tasty Treats, released on June 10th of 2003, in which the episodes on the Columbia TriStar edition of Arthur's Tasty Treats would be the same episodes like the Sony Wonder version, and it would contain the episodes Buster Sweet Success, which is the Justin Bradley version from Season 6, Dad's Dessert Dilemma from Season 3, and How the Cookie Crumbles from Season 2. But the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo would be on the back of that DVD. And the Columbia TriStar DVD release of Arthur's Tasty Treats, since it was released on VHS and DVD on the same day in 2003, the DVD of Arthur's Tasty Treats would open with the DVD of Arthur's Tasty Treats from Columbia TriStar would be having, it would have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo with the Tolling Bells version of the DVD music that is also shown on shows like Dragon Tales and JG the Jet Plane and stuff. And then it would go into, and then Arthur's Tasty Treats after the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo would be the DVD menu, of course. And then after you push the play button, it would have the FBI warning and attention screen, and then it would have the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos appear, and then the Arthur theme song, in which Arthur's Tasty Treats would have the standard glass breaking noises, and the start of the episode. Let's see, the start of the episode, Buster Sweet Success. And then at the end of the Columbia TriStar edition of Arthur's Tasty Treats, it would close exactly like the Sony Wonder edition. The last few seconds of the episode, How the Cookie Crumbles, and then the Arthur Online and Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003, then the Arthur end credits from Season 3, and then the Kiddio promo would also be shown on the Columbia TriStar releases. And then the Arthur funding credits, the Chuck E. Cheese's ad from 2002, which is the exercises variant. The Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement from Season 6 through 8. And in the post-alphabet cereal advertisement, 26 of the letters that make the words that let you share your feelings. Then the Arthur funding credits from Season 7 through 8, in the Velveeta cheesy yellow pizza background, which is commonly used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns, and it uses grants from U.S. Department of Education, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, with the square logo, and contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you. And then, of course, the Pbs Kids Ident, the Dash transformation one from 2000, where Dash transforms into a caveman, scuba diver, and robot. And then, here comes the interesting part, because the Columbia TriStar releases of Arthur do not go immediately to the DVD menu after the program is over. Instead, it would have a bonus episode of another program play after the main program finishes off. And which, on Arthur's Tasty Treats, after the PBS Kids Dash transformation is shown, it would go immediately to the coming up next on Dragon Tales portion, showing clips from Crash Landings, in which the Dragon Tales episodes that would be shown as a bonus feature on the Columbia TriStar release of Arthur's Tasty Treats would contain the Season 1 episodes, Crash Landings, and the Big Cake Mix-Up, in which it would have the coming up next on Dragon Tales scene with scenes from Crash Landings, and then the Season 1 funding with the Kellogg's Fruit Loops advertisement, the Jungle Gym one at the beginning, and then the Dragon Tales funding from Season 1, where it shows the dark background, and it says Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds from the U.S. Department of Education. And then, after the Dragon Tales funding would have the Dragon Tales theme song, and then it would contain the episode Crash Landings, and then it would contain a Dragon Tomb segment after that, and then the coming up next on Dragon Tales portion with clips from the Big Cake Mix-Up, and then it would go into the start of the episode, the Big Cake Mix-Up. And then after the entire DVD of Arthur's Tasty Treats wraps up, it would go into the last few seconds of the Dragon Tales episode, the Big Cake Mix-Up, the Dragon Tales website bumper from Season 1, where Ord goes, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids.org. And then it can go into the end credits. But unlike the program break from 2000, where it has the end of the Big Cake Mix-Up, unlike the 2000 program break, where it shows the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo with the words "Play It Smart," the 2003 DVD of Arthur's Tasty Treats containing that Dragon Tales episode as a bonus feature, the Big Cake Mix-Up and Crash Landings, would instead have the green house and blue roof, or the green roof and blue house Sesame Workshop logo. And then it would go into the Columbia TriStar television logo, and then it would go into the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes ad, where it goes, "Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, where we know the fun of playing and learning together is more than just good, it's great!" And it takes place at the community center in that commercial. And then the Dragon Tales funding from Season 1 again. And then the 1999 PBS Kids logo with Dot, the girl, running up to the screen. And then the entire DVD of Arthur's Tasty Treats finishes off overall and goes to the DVD menu. Well, what did you think of the Columbia TriStar release of Arthur's Tasty Treats in terms to the content and stuff? And what did you And what did you think of the Dragon Tales episodes appearing on the Columbia TriStar edition of Our First Tasty Treats? And what types of episodes they used? On a bonus feature for that DVD. Yeah. And the DVD of... And did you know that the DVD of Our First Tasty... did and it's paired up with Crash Landings. And did you like the idea of those episodes in that DVD? And also, Jeremy Barton, get this. Unlike the program break from 2000, where the big cake mix-up after the credits has the Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo from 1997 with the words "Play It Smart," the 2003 DVD of Our First Tasty Treats from Columbia TriStar, containing the big cake mix-up and Crash Landings, would actually use the blue house and green roof variant of the Sesame Workshop logo instead, since the DVDs from 2003 and Dragon Tales started using that logo on Season 1 repeats beginning in 2001. And do you know what Pbs Kids logo appears on the Dragon Tales portion of the DVD Our First Tasty Treats from Columbia TriStar? It's the same one from the TV broadcasts of the episode, believe it or not. Yep, the 1999 Dot logo. Alright, this next Arthur DVD we are going to imagine from Columbia TriStar would be the 2003 DVD release of Our First Famous Friends from Columbia TriStar. Now, this is a pretty interesting release. The front cover would still be the same as the Sony Wonder Edition. The spine would be different in the Columbia TriStar edition. The back cover would contain the same episodes on the DVD of Our First Famous Friends, containing Arthur Meets Mr. Rogers, I'm a Poet, and My Music Rules. And then, you want to know the interesting part on the 2003 DVD of Our First Famous Friends from Columbia TriStar? Do you know what's interesting about it? Because of the fact that the VHS was released much earlier than the DVD, released a lot earlier than the DVD, actually 3 years earlier to be exact. Because the VHS from Columbia TriStar would be released on March 21st, 2000, and the DVD from January 14th of 2003, due to the fact that it contains recycled, due to the fact that the 2003 Columbia TriStar DVD release of Our First Famous Friends has recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS, is that although it has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on the packaging and the disc art, the actual DVD itself, due to the fact that it contains recycled mastering from the 2000 VHS, would actually surprisingly keep the 1993 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo at the beginning, because the mastering in the 2003 DVD. They kept the mastering from the 2000 VHS on the DVD, and they didn't even have to bother to update it with the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo. So that's why the Columbia TriStar Home Video logo is intact on the 2003 DVD. Did you know that? So what did you think of that happening on the DVD due to the fact that they didn't even have to bother updating the contents on the DVD release? Now the 2003 DVD of Arthur's Famous Friends would open with the 1993 Columbia TriStar Home Video logo, and then the DVD menu would be shown. Then the FBI warning and attention screens would be shown. Then the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos would be shown after that. And then it would contain the Arthur theme song, and it has the boing sound added before the glass breaking noises. And then after the Arthur theme would go into the episode Arthur Meets Mr. Rogers. And then at the end of the DVD release of Arthur's Famous Friends, right after the episode My Music Rules ends, it would go into the last few seconds of the episode My Music Rules, and then the end credits with the song Crazy Bus playing in the background. And then the ARPA funding from Season 4 with the green background using grants from U.S. Department of Education and viewers like you. And then it would have the Libby's Juicy Juice ad from late seasons 1 through 4, 1996 to 1999. And then the Baby Gap commercial would be shown. And then it would have the post-alphabet cereal ad, 26 little letters that make up 1,000,000 words that tell billions of stories. And then it would have the 1999 PBS Kids logo with Dot the Girl running up to the screen. And then it would go into the Arthur Online and Local Library promo from 1998 to 1999. But then, after that local library promo is shown in the Columbia TriStar DVD release, instead of going directly to the DVD menu after the main program is over, the Columbia TriStar release, after the main program is over, after the main Arthur program is over, would go to the Coming Up Next on Dragon Tales segment, and the season 1, and then it would have the Kellogg's Rice Krispies Bird's Nest ad from 1999 due to the fact that the VHS is from 2000 and they didn't even have to bother updating the contents. And then the Dragon Tales funding from Season 1, where it says Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds from the U.S. Department of Education. And then it would go into the Dragon Tales theme song, in which the Dragon Tales episodes that would be shown on the 2003 DVD release of Arthur's Famous Friends would be Not a Problem and Ord's Unhappy Birthday. And then after the Dragon Tales theme, it would go into the start of the episode Not a Problem, followed by the Dragon Tunes segment. And then it would go into the Coming Up Next on Dragon Tales screen again with clips from Ord's Unhappy Birthday. And then it would go into the start of the episode Orange Unhappy Birthday, and then after the episode Orange's Unhappy Birthday ends, it would go into the Dragon Tales website bumper from Season 1 with Orange saying, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids.org. Well, I figured why not add it on there, since it would be the first ARPA release from Columbia TriStar to contain Dragon Tales episodes at the end. And then on the 2003 DVD of ARPA's Famous Friends, after the episode Orange's Unhappy Birthday ends, it would go into the Dragon Tales website bumper from Season 1, and in the end credits, and then it would have the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo with the words "Play It Smart." And then the Columbia TriStar Television logo would be shown. Then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes ad, which this time says, "Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, reminding you that thinking and creating are more than good. They're great." And then it would go into the Season 1 funding again, and then it would have the 1999 PBS Kids logo with Dot the Girl running up to the screen once again, like the ARPA portion. Well, what did you think of the opening and closing to that DVD of ARPA's Famous Friends? You know, and a certain logo makes a surprise appearance after the credits on the Dragon Tales portion of the DVD as well. Because usually 2003 releases would have the Sesame Workshop logo with blue house and green roof if it contained a Season 1 episode, but ARPA's Famous Friends actually has something else instead, since it came out much earlier on VHS than on DVD. And it's yeah, I saw your question. Yeah, you're right. It's the 1997 Children's Television Workshop semicircle logo making an appearance on the DVD. I might be able to do that eventually, but remember Monday. I'll do it on Monday. I'll do it on UberDuck on Monday. Now, are you ready to... Alright. Now, Jeremy Barton, are you ready to hear what the next Arthur DVD from Columbia TriStar I'm going to imagine is? Okay, here is the next one. The 2005 DVD release of... Well, I'll try it on UberDuck first and see if that works. Otherwise, if it has trouble synthesizing, I guess I could do it then. Alright, here's this next one. The Columbia TriStar DVD version of Arthur Makes a Movie. And it would be released on May 10th of 2005, 2 weeks before Are We There Yet would be released. As you know, Are We There Yet would be released on... As you know, Are We There Yet would be released on May 24th of 2005, and the DVD of Arthur Makes a Movie would be released on May 10th of 2005. And the episodes on the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur Makes a Movie would be the same ones as the Sony Wonder Edition, which are Arthur Makes a Movie, Francine Frensky Superstar, and Arthur the Unfunny. Now, you ready to hear the interesting part on this release, Jeremy? So, the interesting part is Arthur Makes a Movie. They would use probably the Pbs Kids Go logo because it's rated PG. And you want to know what's interesting? The DVD of Arthur Makes a Movie, along with the DVD releases of Arthur Goes on a Field Trip, Your Arthur, and Arthur Goes Crosswire, these 4 releases, including Arthur Makes a Movie, would be the first releases to have the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo on the packaging and the disc art. However, the 4 DVD releases from May 10th of 2005 would actually be one of the last releases to actually use the on-screen Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo. Now, the 2005 Columbia TriStar DVD version of Arthur Makes a Movie would have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo, and then it would contain the Columbia TriStar Family Fun promo from 2004. And then it would go into the Swan Princess Collection promo. And then it would go to the DVD menu, then the FBI warning screen, the attention screen, and then the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos would be shown. Then the Arthur theme song, and it has the standard, and it has the boing sound added before the glass breaking noises. And the start of the episode, Arthur Makes a Movie. And then after the episode, on the DVD of Arthur Makes a Movie, after the episode Arthur the Unfunny wraps up, it would go into the Arthur end credits for Season 2, and then it would have the Kidio promo, the Arthur funding, the Chuck E. Cheese's ad from 2002, which is the opening door version. And then we go into the Arthur funding credits from seasons 7 through 8 with the grassy green squared background, commonly used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns, using grants from U.S. Department of Education, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and viewers like you. Thank you. And then after that, it would go into the Pbs Kids Ident, the Dash transformation one from 2000, where Dash transforms into a caveman, scuba diver, and robot. And then after that, it would go into the coming up next on Dragon Tales portion, in which the Dragon Tales episodes that would be shown on the 2005 DVD releases probably the Dash version from 1999, because you have to think about what you want to film when you're making a movie. On the VHS version, at least, the DVD has the Dash transformation one. And then on the DVD, after the Dash transformation logo, it goes into the coming up next on Dragon Tales portion, in which, are you ready to hear which episodes of Dragon Tales would appear on the Columbia TriStar edition of Arthur Makes a Movie? They would be the Season 1 episodes, Out with the Garbage, and Lights, Camera, Dragons, in which it would show the coming up next on Dragon Tales portion with clips from Out with the Garbage, and then would go into the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, and then a Dragon Tales funding from season 1, where it says Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds from the U.S. Department of Education. I think it would lift Bingo up way too high, and then he'd fall off of the tree. And then, after the funding from season 1, where it says Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds from the U.S. Department of Education, it would go into the Dragon Tales theme song and the start of the episode, Out with the Garbage. And then there's a Dragon Tune segment, and then it would have the start of the episode, Lights, Camera, Dragons. I'd say he would go, "Oh no, I'm falling! Ah! Retake, let's try it again and see if I don't fall off." And the people behind the camera would be like, "Whoa, that was unexpected." And after the Dragon Tune segment on the DVD of Arthur Makes a Movie, the Columbia TriStar edition, it would have the episode Lights, Camera, Dragons. And then after the episode Lights, Camera, Dragons ends, probably, and then it would go into the Dragon Tales website bumper from season 1, where Ord says, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids.org. And then it would go into the end credits on the DVD, and then it would have the Sesame Workshop logo with the green roof and the blue house. And then the Columbia TriStar television logo would be shown. And then the And then it has the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes ad where it has reorchestrated music and it says Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, where we know that the fun of playing and learning together is more than just good, it's great. And then after the Dragon Tales funding, after that, it would go into the Dragon Tales funding from Season 1, and then the Pbs Kids Ident with Dot, the girl, running up to the screen, and then the DVD would end overall. Yes. So, what did you think of the opening and closing to the DVD release of Arthur Makes a Movie, and what was interesting about it? Alright, here's this next release. Okay, so yeah, it's the Tolling Bells one. No, not really. I cared more about the classic Arthur specials from 2000 to 2002 a lot more than the recent ones. Alright. You want to know what the next Arthur DVD I'm going to imagine is? It's something really interesting. It's a 2005 release. It's another 2005 release that has Sony Pictures Home Entertainment mentioned on the packaging, but still uses the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo. And this time, it's a 2005 DVD release of Arthur Goes on a Field Trip. And like before, the DVD of Arthur Goes on the Field Trip would have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo on the screen itself, even though it would mention Sony Pictures Home Entertainment on the packaging. And it would also be released on May 10th of 2005. And the episodes on the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur Goes on the Field Trip would be the same ones as the Sony Wonder Edition, including The Return of the King, DW Goes to Washington, and Sleep No More. Now, there are lots of interesting things, actually, because at the beginning of the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur Goes on the Field Trip, I'd say mine would probably have to be Journey to Burt. Sure. Okay, so you want to know how the 2005 DVD of Arthur Goes on a Field Trip would be like? The Columbia TriStar edition? Okay, so the DVD of Arthur Goes on the Field Trip from 2005 would be that the 2005 DVD of Arthur Goes on a Field Trip would have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo with the Tolling Bells DVD music, and then it would have the Columbia TriStar Family Fun promo from 2004, and then the Swan Princess Collection promo, just like Arthur Makes a Movie. Then it would go to the DVD menu, FBI warning, attention screen, the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos, and then it would have the Arthur theme song, and it would have the spoing sound added before the glass breaking noises, like before. The start of the episode, The Return of the King. At the end of the DVD of Arthur Goes on a Field Trip, after the episode Sleep No More ends, it would go into the episodes. It would go into the end credits from season 5, and then the Kidio promo, the Arthur funding, the Chuck E. Cheese's ad from 2002, which is the opening door version, and then it would have the Arthur funding credits from season 7 through 8 in the grassy green squared background, with grants from U.S. Department of Education, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and Viewers Like You, commonly used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns. And then the Pbs Kids Ident from 2000, the Dash transformation one, where Dash transforms into a caveman, scuba diver, and robot. And then it would go into the coming up next on Dragon Tales screen. And the Dragon Tales episodes on the DVD version of Arthur Goes on a Field Trip would actually contain 2 bonus ones instead of 1 bonus. While the VHS would have the season 1 episodes Dragon Drop and Cassie Loves a Parade, the DVD version would not only include these episodes, plus an episode from the newest season of Dragon Tales from season 3, all together now, and a re-airing of the season 2 episode Teamwork. Now, to be honest, I haven't really watched it that much, so I can't really tell you about it. And then, after the coming up next on Dragon Tales portion on the DVD, that starts with clips from Dragon Drop, it would contain the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, and then it would contain the Dragon Tales funding from season 1, where it says Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds from the U.S. Department of Education. Yeah, I still do. And then after that, it would go into the Dragon Tales theme song and the start of the episode, Dragon Drop. And then it would contain the Dragon Tomb segment, and then would go into the episode, Cassie Loves a Parade. And then after Cassie Loves a Parade ends, it would go into the Dragon Tales website bumper from Season 1, where Ord says, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids.org. It's mediocre. It's not that bad, but it's not that great. It's in between. Even though my personal favorite is Baby Mozart. After the Dragon Tales website bumper from Season 1 is shown, it would go into the end credits and then the Sesame Workshop green roof and blue house logo. And then the Columbia TriStar television logo would be shown. Probably the beginning where the bear plays the drum and the opening titles. We're going to have to keep this on topic. After the episode, after the episode Cassie Loves a Parade ends, it would, after the Sesame Workshop blue roof and blue house and green roof logo, it would go into the Columbia TriStar and then after the Sesame Workshop blue house and green roof logo, and then the Columbia TriStar television logo is shown, then we have the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes ad with the original music and that takes place at the community center, and it says, Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, where we know that fun of playing and learning together is more than just good, it's great. We're trying to keep this on topic, and stuff, so... And then the Dragon Tales funding from Season 1 would be shown. And then the 1999 PBS Kids logo with Dot, the girl running up to the screen. Then we go into the coming up next on Dragon Tales segment for the Season 3 episode All Together Now. And then this time it has the Kellogg's commercial where it says, the Kellogg Company is proud to support Dragon Tales and PBS Kids. Then the Kellogg's Fruit Loops commercial is shown. The Jungle Gym one. Then the Season 3 funding where it says, this program is funded in part by a ready-to-learn, No Child Left Behind grant from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you. And then it would have the Dragon Tales theme and the sort of the episode All Together Now. And then after the episode All Together Now ends, it would have the Dragon Tomb segment. And then the start of the episode Teamwork. And then after that, after Teamwork ends, it would go into the Dragon Tales website bumper from Season 3, where Wheezy says, to learn more about Dragon Tales, visit PBS Kids at pbskids.org. And then we'll go into the end credits, and then the Sesame Workshop greenhouse and purple roof logo. And then the Sony Pictures television logo would be shown. Then the Kellogg Company commercial again, and then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes commercial with the reorchestrated music, and then it would have the Season 3 funding again, and then the 1999 PBS Kids logo with Dot the girl running up to the screen, and then we finally go into the DVD menu. probably the, I'd say, the keep it the same, probably. Anyway, what did you think of the... Anyway, Jeremy, what did you think of the opening and closing to the 2005 Columbia TriStar version of Arthur Makes a Movie? In terms of what happened and stuff. And what was interesting about these, Jeremy?
Yeah, add me. Malaki. Was good, Joe.
But you know what else was interesting?
What?
I was talking to Jeremy Barton about the Columbia TriStar releases of Arthur and what that would be like.
So?
And, okay, so what is interesting is, it's got a season 1 and season 3 episodes, and it has the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo at the beginning, because usually things with season 3 Dragon Tales episodes would usually have the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo, but Arthur Makes a Movie would be an exception. Now that I told you about what happened, what was interesting? The season 3 episode still had the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo rather than the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment logo. So, Jeremy Barton, are you ready to hear what the next Arthur DVD I'm going to imagine? Alright. Okay, SE, so the season 1 website bumper would have pink letters, and Ord would go, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids.org. And then, of course, the season 2 website bumper would have red letters, and Ord would go, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit PBS Kids at pbskids.org.
That's literally the same thing Ord said in season 1.
Ord said, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids.org. for the season 1 website bumper, and then the season 2 website bumper would have Ord go, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit PBS Kids at pbskids.org and would have red letters. And then the season 3 website bumper would, of course, be almost the same as the season 2 one. It would still have red letters, but it would have Wheezy saying, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit PBS Kids at pbskids.org."
So, Orden, Wheezy wanted the viewers to go to pbskids.org, right?
Yeah.
No. Like, if Dragon Tales renewed for season 4, this time neither Emmy or Max would be saying, like, "To learn more about Dragon Tales, visit us at pbskids at pbskids.org. Like,
well,
I would have Oh.
Yeah, and if it was renewed for a 4th season, it would not only include the 1999 dot and dash logos, but it also would include the dash transformation, dot transformation, fishbowl, and snow globe logos as well.
Wait, I thought Word World had the fishbowl logo.
Word World did. Word World also used the snow globe one.
Oh, that's pretty rare. So, like, you remember the PBS Kids Dash ID with pink lines, right?
Yeah.
And there's another variant with red lines.
How did you know that?
Well, recently I found a YouTube video where, like the PBS Kids logo showed up, and then all of a sudden there was like red lines. It's got to be the most rarest Dash logo from the original one.
What video was that on?
YouTube.
Where's the link at?
Oh, the link? Well, I'm too lazy to show you the link, but I gotta say, the Dash logo with red lines is freaking rare as hell. Like, really.
And there's another rare version of the dot logo as well, where the lines are green and purple and orange rather than blue, yellow, and green.
So, you have a video of that variant?
I'll send you that.
No, we're not gonna pop that back.
All right.
Now, get this, Flickalova 2000. You used to be Flickalova 2000 with the frame from the PBS Kids dot logo, but then it changed into a scene from Elmo's World, and you put the word returns in it. So, I'm gonna take you down to the history of when Word World became a franchise into a TV show. So, Word World was a educational show aired on 2007 to 2011, and then the modern PBS Kids 24/7 channel would air reruns, but it would probably stop because of the new show Don Quixote.
Okay, here is the link I sent.
Huh? What? I don't see it. We don't see it in the chat, folk. It's the bonk. What the heck? I bet you left that link into the description, did you? Go, baby. Let's go.
I sent the link to the video just for you.
Oh, that's nice of you, Flickalova 2000. Also, I'm not showing my face because I have the PBS Kids Dash logo as my profile picture instead of the my jet with inside of it the orange circle.
So
what?
If you play the if you play the video, you'll notice how rare it is. The dot one.
Pretty much as rare as the Dash logo with red stripes.
Yeah.
So, Flickalova 2000, I have a Caillou DVD called Caillou's Family Favorites.
Yeah? What's interesting about it?
What's interesting about it is that a 4-year-old boy named Caillou has to like spending time with his family, especially his little sister Rosie. Yeah. And obviously, it's one of the best DVDs. This is probably my first Caillou DVD. I think the episodes it has them during like knowing how people I love, whatever.
Which PBS Kids logo did you see at the beginning of the DVD of Caillou's Family Fun?
It's Family Favorites.
Or Family Favorites? Dash one with dot audio?
No, but when I checked the PBS Kids logo on a YouTube video of the DVD, I think it's neither gonna be dot or dash or something, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be dot. What?
Jeremy Barton has asked you a question and asked if you ever watched Arthur before and which PBS Kids logos did you see on Arthur?
Oh, well, I did actually like watching Arthur, like some of the modern seasons, old seasons, blah blah blah. Like, and then, well, I did actually see the old PBS Kids IDs. I see the rebranded PBS Kids IDs from 2013 to the present.
Which one of the older IDs did you see?
Well, in probably some VHS tapes like Arthur's Best School Days and then Arthur Goes to the Doctor, it would show the PBS Kids dot logo.
What about Arthur's Storybook and Arthur's Mystery Files that used the Dash logo?
Yeah, that too. But in modern reruns of Arthur, they didn't use the older IDs. Instead, they used the modern IDs with Del, D, and dot in it. So,
and a grand majority of the Sony Wonder releases of Arthur used the Dash Transformation logo from 2000.
Any Arthur DVD/VHS tapes that show the Dash Transformation logo?
Well, I have a grand majority of DVDs that use it. Arthur's Tasty Treats, Arthur's Best Friends, Arthur's Baby, Arthur Writes a Story, Arthur's Teacher Trouble, Arthur's Pet Business, Arthur Saves the Day, Arthur Makes the Team, Arthur's Lost Library Book, Parents Are from Pluto, DW Thinks Big, Arthur's Family Vacation, Arthur's School of Hard Knocks, Arthur's New Puppy, Arthur's First Sleepover, Arthur's Music Medley, Arthur's Chicken Pox, DW's Blanky, Arthur's Money Matters, Arthur the Big Riddle, Arthur's Treasure Hunt, Arthur's Family Ties, Arthur Makes a Movie, and Arthur Goes on a Field Trip.
Whoa! That's a lot of Arthur DVD/VHS you mentioned. I bet I can't even mention all of them. Well, the only Arthur DVD I have is Arthur the Ultimate Friendship Collection. And it actually showed all the episodes that goes from disc 1 to 3. Like, disc 1 would probably show Arthur, disc 2 would show Buster, and disc 3 should show DW. Blah, 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 whatever.
Hey, Dave. You need that go for me.
Now, which PBS Kids logos did you see on Dragon Tales if you saw that show?
Sometimes dot and sometimes, Dash Transformation, blah, 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 whatever.
Well, Seasons 1 through 3 only used the 1999 logos.
Let me count the ways that Dragon Tales use the logos. Let's see. Dash, dot, dash transformation, dot transformation, blah, 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 whatever.
It was just Dash and Dot from 1999 that appeared on the show.
Just dash and dot.
Yeah.
Now, get this, Flickle 2000. Like, the dot transformation logo was shown at the end of Clifford the Big Red Dog. So, well, in the previous slime stream, Dot would transform into a jungle cat, an octopus, then an astronaut.
Yeah, I remember that. But you know what was really weird? One of the episodes of Clifford I was watching, A Big Help and the Trouble with Kittens, back in 2003, it had the Dot transformation logo, but it accidentally used the audio from the PBS Kids Snow Globe logo.
Well, so this is my first logo piano tutorial. So it's kind of hard, but I'm gonna teach you how to play the PBS Kids theme song on the piano. This may be hard, and if you don't understand the notes, that's fine. So it kind of goes like.
Oh, I know what these notes are. They are 2 C's, a B, and a G, and then 2 A's, a B, and a C.
Whoa! Let me play that again for you. Round of applause for me, eh?
And the reason why I knew all those notes was because I took band class. I used to take band class.
Band class, as you say. Rather interesting. So, what did you see the PBS Kids Fishbowl logo on Word World DVDs such as Flying Ant or Welcome to Word World?
I don't really own those Word World DVDs, but I did see the PBS Kids Fishbowl logo on 2 Arthur DVD releases. Arthur, It's Only Rock and Roll, and the DVD release of Arthur's 2.
So? Anyways, again, I'm not showing my face because I only have the PBS Kids Dash logo. So you know Rama Fool, right? He's a big fan of the PBS Kids show Thomas and Friends.
Yeah.
And besides that, he loves Thomas and Friends. He also loves the Nick Jr. show Wow Wow Wubsy that aired from 2006 to 2010.
Whoa.
I know, right?
And
hey guys.
What shows did you see with the Snow Globe logo besides Word World?
Besides Word World?
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with the Snow Globe logo, but I don't know which show had the Snow Globe logo, but I think it was neither Arthur or Clifford the Big Red Dog. Well, another show that would use the dot logo is JJ the Jet Plane. When you were little, you recorded the VHS opening and closings to different JJ the Jet Plane DVDs and VHSs.
Well, I know the dot logo appeared on the show. Did you know that the Berenstain Bears used the Dash logo?
Yeah, I didn't know that. Also, have you ever heard of Mama Mirabelle's Home Movies? It's a show on PBS Kids.
And they used the dot transformation and dash transformation logos on the show.
I didn't know that.
Hey guys, what's up?
Yo, what's good?
I'm back from school. I just came back from school.
Awesome.
And good news,
Anyway,
guys.
what is it?
I got good news.
Yeah?
Next Friday's my last day of school.
Awesome. Good luck on your
Yeah.
last day of school.
Yeah, I'm back anyways. I've been on this. It's my third time being on StreamYard. Oh, a Fickle of 2000. What's up?
So,
Oh, remember when you said back in 2003, you said that you saw a Clifford episode that had the dot transformation bumper with snow globe audio?
yeah,
Yeah.
that was from Clifford the Big Red Dog.
This same issue happened to me, but it was back in 2008 when I was watching Word World episode Duck's First Sleepover, One Half Fits All. There's an error. It has the...
Fishbowl logo with snow globe audio.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
right.
This
I
ain't
can't
the
believe
first-
my reaction was priceless when I heard this.
This was really the first time that PBS Kids used the wrong audio for the fishbowl logo.
Hmm.
Now, I have a question for you, Flickerlova 2000. What logos did you see at the end of Mama Mirabelle's home movies?
Well, I didn't really watch this show, but I did see. But I did see a certain screen where it showed the dash transformation logo on one video and the dot transformation logo on another.
Rather interesting. So the PBS Kids IDs were from 2008, and I think one of them was probably used from Dinosaur Train.
Dinosaur Train, my favorite show of all time. My favorite post-classic PBS Kids show to watch.
Whoa,
But
I
they
didn't know you
only-
liked Dinosaur Train.
Yeah, I really liked it. The only parts I liked were the time tunnel stuff. That's everything
Wait,
I liked about it.
Right.
One question is, Julie,
Oh.
what
Great
shows
news,
did you see? With,
S.E. dot
what shows?
225.
What episodes? What PBS Kids logos did you see on Thomas and Friends, Julie?
Thomas and Friends? Well, I think it was neither the Bubbles ident or the Sandbox ident from Thomas and Friends. And I think the episode that was taken from it is probably neither Wonky Whistle or something.
Well, I did record one airing of Thomas and Friends back in 2009, and it was a season 12 airing called Being Careful, and they included the episodes Thomas and the Billboard and Steady Eddie. And those episodes actually used the 1999 PBS Kids logo with Dash the Boy thinking at the end.
To be honest, I'm not interested
there's
in
more-
the PBS
there's
Kids
more than
logos
two
on
in
Thomas
Flick
and
Love
Friends
2000.
nowadays.
Because from like Dinosaur Train released a movie called Adventure Island, and this time it didn't use the usually old lyrics like "Once upon a time there was a mom, her name was
Go,
Mrs.
go,
Pteranodon." It said everybody no need to pay your day saving pals more friendly here forever in danger trouble and pain, just listen for the whistle on Dinosaur Train. Now so yeah, that's what Dinosaur Train Adventure Island used. And the rest of the theme song was the old classic. Oh,
I'm watching.
Okay,
Ugh.
so here's this next Columbia TriStar DVD of
Nani!
Arthur we're going to imagine.
What are we gonna imagine, dude?
It's a 2004 Columbia TriStar edition of Harper's Pet Follies.
Yeah? What about that?
Well, basically, the episodes on the Columbia TriStar version would basically be the same episodes as the Sony Wonder Edition, but the Columbia TriStar edition, after the main program finishes off, would actually contain a bonus Dragon Tales episode from Season 1 called To Kingdom Come and Goodbye Little Caterpoozle.
Wow, you know a lot about each PBS Kids show, like Arthur, Dragon Tales, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some of your comments. Wonder Kids, yes. Little People, double yes. 2003. And, anyway, so, here's how the Columbia TriStar edition of Arthur's Pet Follies would open up like. It would have the Columbia TriStar Home Entertainment logo with the Tolling Bells music, and then it would go to DVD menu,
And
and
then
then it would go into...
Go to what?
And then it would go into the FBI warning and attention screen, and then it would have the Sony Wonder and Random House Home Video logos make an appearance, and then the Arthur theme song would be shown, and it would have the glass breaking noises, and then at the end of the DVD of Arthur's Pet Follies, after the episode So Long Spanky ends, it would go into
Wait, hang on. I already know about So Long Spanky. Like, DW's pet bird Spanky had freaking died. And I think this was probably the first Dark Arthur episode. Really, I'm not sure.
It was.
Wait, how'd you know?
I looked it up. I've watched the DVD, actually.
Whoa, awesome. So, what do you know about the Arthur episode, Arthur's Baby / DW's Baby?
Arthur isn't really that interested in seeing a new baby in the house.
Well,
DW tries to take care of the baby,
and it turns
DW's
out the
baby.
new baby was Kate. Yeah. Well, every time Arthur holds baby Kate, she literally starts to cry, but she doesn't cry when DW holds her. And that's one thing I found interesting about the episode.
And then, after the episode So Long Spanky ends on the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Pet Follies, it would go into the Arthur Online and Local Library promo from 2001 to 2003, then the Arthur end credits from Season 4, and then it would have the Arthur funding credits with the Libby's Juicy Juice ad from Season 6 through 8, and then the post-alphabet cereal ad, which is 26 of the letters that make the words that let you share your feelings, even though Teddy Grahams is mistakenly sponsored on the back cover.
But what about Zoo Pals?
That wasn't until later on, because that wasn't until like 2008 or something, in the DVDs from 2004.
Right. So, what do you know about the 2 Clifford episodes of Big Help and the Trouble with Kittens?
Well, in A Big Help, Clifford tries to be a big help, and Cleo and T-Bone have to rescue some kittens that were stuck in a tree.
And what were the names of the kittens?
Billy and Betty.
Speaking of Billy and Betty, those names were used for busy beavers. Just like how you compare those 2 from Clifford the Big Red Dog to them from Busy Beavers.
I haven't really seen Busy Beavers that much. But
Anyway.
anyway, the trouble with kittens is when the kittens make a mess all over Mr. Bleakman's yard, and Clifford is blamed for the incident.
Man, I'm pretty why would Mr. Bleakman do that? I think Billy and Betty were the real culprits instead of that giant red boy.
And he was like, Clifford, I asked you to please go home. Now go.
Oh my God, Flickalova 2000. That's a great impression of Mr. Bleakman.
I gotta admit, Mr. Bleakman is like a grumpy person.
And you know who else can be a grumpy person in Clifford? Jetta can also be grumpy. And she can be pretty snobby like Muffy from Arthur, too.
What
Angor
about
and the
Mr.
Big
Grumpy
Engine.
from the Mr. Men show? What?
I haven't really seen the Mr. Men show.
Oh, crooked cucumber!
Alright.
Oh, you want to hear my Sir Topham Hatt impression?
Hell yeah!
Alright.
Yo,
James,
Kansai.
you have caused confusion and delay. You must go to the works at once.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I only wanted to help Thomas from the
Enough
village.
excuses. Go to the shed.
Oh, and James was really feeling sad because he was sent to the works.
I was talking about my impression.
What's your
Have to-
impression of Sir Topham Hatt like?
Gonna have to do this a bit quietly. That's funny coming from you, James. Taking big longs of trucks, is that what I call it, being a show-off? I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
Good
sir.
one. Good one.
Yeah, it's
Even
Keith
I
Wickham's
can
Topham Hatt voice
do-
from season 19 onward. Fun fact.
Even I can do a better Topham Hat impression. Thomas, you freaking lit up the fireworks. You must send to me the sheds at once.
Alright. No, Thomas! I had quite enough of your excuses! Go to your shed immediately! And you can stay there for the rest of the afternoon! And everyone else could get back to work!
Honestly, that was the
Sorry,
worst
sir.
scene I've seen
I
by
only-
far in
Sorry,
Soldor's Legend
sir.
of the Lost
I only
Treasure.
wanted to help James pull Annie and Clarabelle.
Can we stop with the impressions now, I think?
Yeah, let's stop. Because it's getting too hilarious for me.
Yeah. So,
Anyways, I have a question
just
to
don't
all
want it to be
Dinosaur
too
Train
loud.
fans. Do you like the new Dinosaur Train movie, Adventure Island?
I haven't really seen it.
Really? You
well,
haven't?
I kind of...
But it's a great Dinosaur
well-
Train movie next to Dinosaurs A to Z, but it's a two-part episode.
I thought it was okay. I still think it is right now. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's... meh.
Hey, want to see my impression of Dawn
Who's Don?
from Dinosaur
From
Train?
Dinosaur Train.
Sure.
La la loo.
Oh, hey, Julie.
The doctor.
Speaking of which, you remember that Patrick did in
That was from SpongeBob SquarePants.
Hey, Julie.
What?
Hey, Julie, you know what's so annoying?
What?
In season 4 of Dinosaur Train, Buddy's voice
Yeah?
sounds like a girl. Did you know that?
Yeah, but he's supposed to sound like a boy.
Yeah, he sounded like a girl in that season. Although, thankfully, when season 5 premiered, when I first watched it, I think Buddy's voice was a bit better. At least.
Yeah. I guess everybody didn't want
Okay.
Buddy to sound like a girl. But
What is-
however, Shiny, the science pteranodon, actually sounded like a girl along with Tiny.
And
Well,
you know
they
what
are
was
supposed to be.
weird? DW always sounded like a boy due to the fact that he's always voiced by male actor. That she's always voiced by male actors, despite being a female aardvark.
But DW is voiced by a female actor.
DW is actually voiced by many male actors, young male actors, even though she's a female aardvark.
Oh, guys,
So,
you know what's weird?
What?
Oh wait, sorry if I interrupted, but you guys know what's weird on the early season 14 episodes of Arthur? Is
What?
that in the credits, for the later half of the credits, the website bumper from 2004 to 2009 can be seen. Did you know that? This happens...
but in later on seasons, Arthur and Buster would say the website promo as the credit plays.
And in later times, Buster would say the funding in Arthur. Originally, it was Arthur's mom that said the funding, but then later episodes would have Buster say it.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
prefer Buster,
And in the
to
old
be honest.
episode, DW said it. Even James' mom would show and by a radio television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education, Public Broadcasting Service. Then it would neither show the PBS Kids dot logo or the PBS Kids Go logo.
when I was watching season 7, I'm
Yeah.
sure when I watched Arthur, I'm sure
Yeah.
all I saw was the PBS Kids Go blocks. Cause why?
Because he was born in 2005. I was born in 2000, so I actually saw the Fishbowl logo after the season 7 funding once.
At least I did get to see the classic PBS Kids logos on like on
Let me guess.
classic PBS Kids shows like Word World, at least. So
So,
I can't complain.
so, I have a question for Fleckalova 2000. What do you know about Dinosaur Train seasons 1 to 5?
Well, I haven't really seen Dinosaur Train that much, but maybe I have one for you. Like, what is interesting about season 1 of Elmo's World compared to seasons 2 through 10?
Seasons 1, 2 through 10? Well, sometimes Elmo would point his finger at the viewer, like, Elmo, so happy to see you! And then he would show off his pet goldfish, Dorothy, even though Dorothy doesn't speak, like Ferb from Phineas and Ferb, even though I haven't heard of that show. But I remember it airing on Disney Channel and Disney XD.
Wait, Elmo's World on Disney XD?
No. I meant Elmo's World on PBS Kids. Like, get this, like a lover. Like, Dorothy doesn't even speak that much. Like, she's like, I don't know. Like, he is just a goldfish, dude. Like, Dorothy hasn't even said a word in both the original and reboot.
And you know how the Elmo's World theme kind of changed in the earlier episodes of Elmo's World compared to the later ones?
Oh, you mean
Is
like
it-
babies, pets?
No, I mean like the Elmo's World theme song, the opening sequence.
Cut short version that happens on 30-minute episodes of Sesame Street, or
No, I'm
the
talking
original
about
one?
the versions of the Elmo's World theme that are seen on the original broadcast that are like 1 hour.
Okay, because in the
So,
30-minute specials of Sesame Street, the Elmo's World theme song, when they air it, it's cut short for some reason. So are
how'd you
some of
know?
the Elmo episodes. Huh?
Mm,
What's that, Julie?
so like how is the Elmo's World theme song that short? Like the reboot one was like it was kind of different from the original. Like
Well, I didn't think the reboot was bad, to say the least. I mean,
well
at least they didn't change Elmo's animation on the positive side, but still,
they
overall,
did
it's
change Elmo's animation in the Elmo's World games. It was like the reboot ones only.
Now,
yeah. I mean,
do you know what's different about the season 1 intro of Elmo's World versus the seasons 2 through 10 one?
Yeah.
The season 1 one just
Season
has
1
Elmo walking over to his closet door, and then he's like going past his goldfish, and then he goes to his window shade, he draws a window curtain in the shade, and then he closes the curtain down. Whereas
So
in the
just to
seasons
write
2
his
through 10
logo?
intro, Elmo draws on his drawer, and the drawer bounces, and then he goes past
Like-
his goldfish Dorothy and his door, and then his shade, and the television dances with him. He like dances with the objects.
Yeah. Yeah. Like in a buttload
hey,
of
Julie.
episodes of yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You keep
That's
continuing, and
okay.
I'll tell it to you in a second.
As I
Okay.
was saying, Flick 11 2000, like in a buttload of episodes of seasons 1 of Elmo's World, Jor would push Elmo again and again and again and again, all the way until season 50.
50?
This time, Jor and Shade were not, Jor, Shade, and television were not there. Instead, television was replaced by Smarty.
Oh. Oh yeah. I mean, I don't think Smarty's that bad. I mean, I'm a lot nostalgic for her.
Yeah. Well, well, mm, well, well. Smarty is a character shown on season 50 of Elmo's World, where he would show Elmo footage of things that usually pop up on episodes, like sharing.
Birthdays.
Yeah,
Birthdays. It's one of them.
yeah, that too. And can't forget about babies, because Elmo talks about Elmo's World.
And did you know that in some of the earlier episodes of Emma's World, some of the sound effects for the door have changed?
Yeah, it changed a buttload of lot.
So, how did it change from one sound to another?
I don't know, Flicker Lover 2000.
Well,
but
in the first season, it sounded more like slide whistles. And in earlier episodes of the second season, but then later episodes had the door sound more like a Hawaii guitar.
Wait, Flicker Lover 2000. Like the slide whistle can be stayed on the Spongebob episode, Slide Whistle Stooges. Anyways, did any sound effects change for Drawer?
Well, in season 1, the drawer kind of sounded like a trombone when it pushed Elmo.
Yeah, and Elmo was like, "Yay!"
Hey guys, it's okay if we move on.
Sure.
Is it okay if we move on to Arthur topic?
Yeah. We should.
Whoa, I guess almost
Did
everybody
you guys know
knows
that?
about Pbs Kids. Real E.
Oh wait, what's that? Oh, hey guys, say Piccolo of 2000. Did you know that I wear glasses now? Cause
wait, you wear glasses like Arthur?
In real life, kinda, because I have the same issue like Arthur. Because sometimes I really can't read far, to be honest.
Like Arthur cannot be seen with glasses in probably the first episode called Arthur's Eyes.
I have that DVD.
Yeah, the one that started everything.
Yeah, and
and
it can be shown again in the episode Arthur's Baby.
Yeah, but unlike Arthur, I didn't get teased by anyone for wearing glasses, to be honest.
Well,
unlike Arthur.
Well, that's good. I mean, it was rude of Francine to call Arthur a Four Eyes in that episode.
Yeah. Like in one of the
I didn't like Francine to begin with, to be honest. From season 1 through 2.
Like that
honestly.
That was not very nice of Francine to call Arthur Four Eyes. Like really?
Yeah, at least when I first got glasses. Unlike Arthur, at least I didn't get called.
Arthur's tooth, where Francine can't quit teasing Arthur about the loose tooth he has.
Man, I don't know why.
And he calls him a baby.
What? But oh my God! Why would Francine call him that? That wasn't very nice of her.
And then Arthur was like, "Okay, but if you ask me, Francine, now you're being the baby."
Yeah, Francine just got roasted.
What was that?
Yeah.
So Piccolo of 2000, you know what's weird?
What?
What's weird is that there was a PBS Kids Go program recording back in 2016, even though PBS Kids Go shut it down at that time, but it was recorded in 2016 actually.
Yeah.
It was uploaded by Pbs.
Like 2013 was a really sad year for PBS Kids Go to shut down.
Yeah, I really liked PBS Kids Go, to be honest, because it has one of the best shows I really like Wild Kratts, Word Girl is probably my favorite.
I know they re-aired Arthur and Cyber Chase in the Go block, even though they were originally part of the PBS Kids block.
Yeah, although Arthur and Cyber Chase did go back to the PBS Kids block after Go shut it down. And I liked the fact that Cyber Chase is part of the Go block because it involves computer science and everything. I preferred if it was in the Go block because I grew up with it.
Cyber Chase teach every children all about math.
Wow, that's amazing.
I know,
yeah,
right?
I prefer
it's really amazing for a show to teach kids math.
And
Yeah, it also teaches sometimes computer science, I
And
think.
did you know that Arthur? I kind of like when Arthur was part of the Go Block because it kind of taught children about some serious topics
Like
Like
bullying,
The Great
racism, blah blah
McGrady,
blah blah blah.
in the Great McGrady.
the Great
Mrs. McGrady was
McGrady
diagnosed
involving
with cancer.
Hmm.
Hey Frickle 2000.
So
That's what I wanted to ask you about season 13. How the
season
episodes
13.
ended after yeah, how the season 13 episodes ended with. Like, for example, after Brain Gets Hooked finished up, what promos did they had? I can't remember
Hmm.
what happened.
Well,
Like, it had
I
PBS
don't
Kids
even know
Go
what
promos for Word War Girl.
It,
like now
and I know the
before we get back
original
to
airings of the episodes, Arthur's Number Nightmare and
Arthur's
Brain Gets Hooked.
Number Nightmare. I don't think I've
Yeah,
heard of that
beginning with
episode.
season.
But why would Arthur get nightmares about numbers? Like that's really
Honestly, the
messed
plot was
up in the Arthur franchise.
And it says, and at the end of the original airings of Arthur's Number Nightmare and Brain Gets Hooked, it showed the PBS Kids Go shouting logo where the girl shouted, "Go!" at the end.
Well, that was a pretty good logo PBS
And then the funding
Kids
for
Go
Arthur's
came up with.
provided by
But
Screen, but
besides
with
all that,
Arthur
there was
walking on the earth
another
like
ID
usually.
with the PBS Kids Go logo with a bubble on it. And then probably random kids would be like, "Go!"
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
the
I
Bubbles
love the
logo a
PBS
ton
Kids.
on Arthur.
And from a promo, Arthur would remind the viewers that Word Girl will come out this Labor Day back in a random year, and then it would show a
It was,
freaking short from the adventures of Word Girl.
and it would later show
I think we're
the
going to
rest of the
stick to
season
the
11
Arthur topic
episode.
now, so
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll stick to the
Yeah,
Arthur topic.
we're still talking.
Anyways,
We're still.
flicking over
I
to
was talking to
Star
Wonder Kids
Wars.
WS 2003 about that. You're fine.
So, speaking of which,
Yeah,
what do
we're
you know
talking about
the
the Arthur
modern
topic. Don't
seasons of
worry.
Arthur?
Oh, I think I can answer that if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead.
The modern airings of Arthur. Well, after each episode ends, like for example,
Yeah.
Buster Gets Real. It had some PBS Kids promos, and then it had the funding for Arthur's provided by Screen. But it's the modern
Yeah.
version.
Like Arthur's mom
And
said
then it
that
had
while
the.
Arthur would
It's
probably
like.
run on the earth and then look at the viewer with his head.
And then
Like,
it had the abcmouse.com learning segment, and then
but
the
then
funding
it
continued
said
with.
one part of the intro was used for modern seasons of Arthur.
That's right.
Like
And then after
will
the.
not say hey, and then it would usually show the abcmouse.com promo.
And then
it had Buster go like, contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you. That's
from
my
Buster?
impression.
Yeah,
And then
even Arthur's mom
yeah,
said
from
the same
Buster.
thing.
And then the end credits. And what
Oh.
PBS Kids logos did you see on the modern airing of Buster Gets Real?
It was recorded by Pbs, but I'm not gonna. Oh, and there was a goof at the end in the credits. The credits are from season 9, even though Buster Gets Real is from season 11. For some reason, all the season 10 through 13 episodes have the season 9 end credits. Like, I don't know what happened. Like, that's by far completely dumb if you ask me. Like, why did they all had to use the season 9 end credits? The
So
modern version, not the.
You know, there was a weird error I saw when I was watching Francine's Pilfered Paper and Buster Gets Real back in 2009.
and
is it?
what weird errors did
Even
you
though
see?
these episodes from season 11, instead of showing the season 10 funding, it actually showed the season 9 funding where it said, and by a ready-to-learn television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education for the Public Broadcasting Service.
On
Well,
what
I
background? cheesy yellow pizza, purple checkerboard, or green grass?
The yellow one.
Oh,
So, well,
ugh.
like and through the public broadcasting server was heard, the PBS Kids dot logo from 1999 and the PBS Kids Go logo would be shown, like I said earlier.
Yeah,
Oh.
well, the later airings.
Yeah. To be
The
honest,
later
Arthur's
airings,
probably my number 2
only-
favorite.
only the original airings used the dot logo from 1999 when it said for the public broadcasting service until like 2004 when they changed it to the Go one.
Anyways, are you done with the Arthur topic? Like
No,
if you guys
I
are
think
done,
I would like
then,
to.
move on to
after
the
the
word
I
wall
was trying to
topic.
say before the conversation ended, after the episode, So Long Spanky would end on the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Pet Follies. It would go into the Arthur
Arthur's
online
Pet
and local
Follies.
library promo, and then the end credits from season 4. And then it would have the Arthur funding the Libby's Juicy Juice advertisement, the Post Alphabets advertisement, despite Teddy Grahams being sponsored, then the Chuck E. Cheese's advertisement. And it
Hey,
says
that Chuck E. Cheese, his sponsor was
the
shown
exercises
on
one
modern
on Arthur's Pet
rerun of
Follies.
Clifford the Big Red Dog from season 3, I think.
Clifford never had a season 3. They only had seasons 1 and 2 before John Ritter passed away.
Man,
Rest
I'm-
in
man.
peace, John
I
Ritter.
feel really bad for John Ritter, the voice for Clifford.
Yeah, I
Man.
really enjoyed the John Ritter era of Clifford Red Dog. I also like Clifford's Puppy Days too. It's not as good as the John Ritter version, but it's better than what's to come next.
Get this, Flip the Love of 2000. Fun fact, Puppy Clifford actually sounds like Henry Hogglemonster. Like, really. That is one of the most
Oh
mind-blowing
yeah, I think
characters.
Oh, you mean Laura Jill Miller? She was also Lisa Loud in The Loud House.
And Widget from Wow Wow
Uh,
Wubsy.
And get this. T-Bone was voiced by Kel Mitchell, who guest starred in a film called Good Burger.
Wow. After him being the voice for T-Bone, he went to work at a restaurant called Good Burger. But, well, Good Burger is kind of still airing on Netflix, but I don't think it's going to get taken off
No, I
anytime
mean
soon.
the Good Burger film from 1996, and that came before Clifford.
Yeah, and one of the most funniest lines was like, "Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?" Yeah, that line was extremely hilarious.
Hey, Frickle 2000. Real
Any-
quick, if you mentioned the season 12 end credits,
Yeah. So
if you mentioned the season 12
whoa.
end credits, can you mention whether it's version 1? Because if it's version 1, then that's the WGBH logo. If it's version 2, then that means it's the WGBH Kids logo. You think you can mention that if you do mention the season 12 credits?
The WGBH
Just giving you
Kids
advice.
logo, so which characters did you see on the WGBH Kids logo?
Fetch, there was Leona from Between the Lions, Arthur and Buster. I believe
Peep
Curious
Chirpin'.
George also appeared in that logo.
Even the Design Squad logo can be shown, along with Peep, Chirp, and Quack. Even Martha.
Martha isn't seen in version 1, honestly.
Yeah.
Sorry
And
for
the DVD
interrupting.
of Arthur the Good
Version-
Sport from 2011 has version 1 of the season 12 end credits.
I don't know which version of the WGBH Kids logo was better, but I think it was the one with Peep, Chirp, and Quack.
Well, to be honest, I can't remember,
Get this, Essie. You won't believe what appeared when I watched a YouTube airing of the making of Arthur.
What is
Really?
It had the 1999 PBS Kids Dash logo being shown, even though it's a season 11 episode.
From
Nani?
PBS Kids? No way. Can you send the link or something?
No, the video got deleted a long time ago, so
Oh dear God!
Oh.
But
Oh.
still, I'm really surprised that the Dash logo was still shown.
Unbelievable.
Well,
Yeah.
it was shown before the Arthur theme song, actually.
Like this theme song was a classic. It was like Arthur can be seen. Arthur can be seen with Pal, and then he would look at the viewers, and then he would land on his book, and then DW would turn the page, and then Arthur
I remember that.
Hey!
And
then Arthur slides
Are you going to
down.
continue on
Yeah,
your
I'm gonna read
DVD
it.
And
stuff?
it was pretty weird how the Dash logo appeared before the theme when I was watching that episode on YouTube one time.
Oh, it got deleted. Yeah, I think I remember I saw it. No, I don't think I saw it, honestly. I might have seen only the PBS Kids Go logo. And another thing is weird is that in the credits, it features another golden bracelet background with guest star Matt Damon, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe
in the
so.
credits?
And what color background did you see in the funding when those episodes aired?
I think it was golden bracelets, because there was other season 11 episodes I remember that had golden bracelets.
That was my dad.
Yeah.
And also, I've watched the season 11 episodes, Phony Fern and Brain Shocking Secret, and that had the season 10 funding with the blue background.
Cheesy blue pizza?
Yeah.
Ugh. Cheesy blue pizza kind of reminds me of stinky cheese, to be honest. You get it?
Yeah. And
I think the yellow background is like perfect because the yellow background has like orange pizza everywhere. You agree?
yeah. And what does the green background look like for the seasons 7 through 8 funding used on seasons 1 for reruns, or the season 7 funding, or whatever it is?
I think the season 1 through 4 reruns version of the funding, I didn't really see it on TV because I only got to see it on Arthur Makes the Team DVD. But it looked like it looked a bit colorless. The season 7 version, the season 7 episode. So the version.
What do you know about the Living Books version of Arthur's birthday?
How about we continue on like the.
Essie, what were you trying to say?
What I was trying to say is that the season 7 through 8 funding looked like less colored green, to be honest. The season 7 version, the regular version, was way better green, to be honest.
So,
that's what I tried to say.
To be honest with
What
you,
did the green
I don't even know
background
who
show
sent
for
any
the regular
contributions
season
to
7
communication from viewers like
look
you.
like?
Thank you. I think it was neither Buster or Arthur's mom, Jane.
What is it again?
Well, I'm kind of confused.
Circle of
Who sent
2000. What you said again?
communication from viewers like you, and I think it was neither Buster Baxter or Jane, Arthur's mom.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't make a version with Arthur himself saying the funding, even though it was his show.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least they did it on the end credits.
Hold on to your words, guys. We're going down to the word topic. Oh yeah. Anyways, no. This time I get to talk about Word World 2007 to 2011. Anyways, to anyone who heard of Word World, here's what I can tell about the intro. Like, there was a white screen and Dog Jump sound goes like bark, and then the screen, like the circle zooms out to reveal Word World, and then in two parts of the intro, Dog would build dog like DUCK, then Dog would build sheep SHWE. Like, obviously. And Pig and Ant would build Pig's barn. Like, obviously. That was probably one of the most nostalgic parts of the Word World intro.
Oh. And by the way, did you know...
yeah?
You know what? I think I'm going to keep this same topic. I'm just going to talk... I'll talk about it in the comments, okay?
Okay.
I wanted to talk about Word World, but I can't. I just wanted to keep it Arthur related. I just wanted to make this stream quicker.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
But I'm only giving you a fact about
Piccolo 2000,
the
that's okay?
Word World intro 2007 to 2011.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, I knew that. Thanks for
Anyways,
mentioning that, though.
I have a question to both SE and Flickerlova. What do you think of the modern seasons of Arthur, and Arthur Thanksgiving and
To
other
be
episodes?
honest,
Well-
I'm not
but-
really a fan of the modern episodes.
only-
I'm more of the classic era episodes from seasons 1 through 8.
Anyways,
Well, I really liked Arthur
there
Thanksgiving,
was
actually.
one Arthur episode called Bleep, and that episode involved swearing. Can't you be repeating that same word? And I don't even know I'm not sure if Bleep is neither season 7 or 6 intro. I'm confused at this point.
Wait, what? Say it again?
I don't even know which season Bleep is from.
Bleep is from season 8.
And to be
Season-
honest, Sleep was a bad way to end season 8.
Yeah,
Bleep,
this ain't
Bleep
first
should
time
have
that
actually
Arthur
been the
showed
first
up.
episode of season 8, and Postcards from Buster could have finished it off earlier.
Guys, I think I'm gonna exit the stream right now. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Can't stop. Bye.
Anyways, and then at the beginning of Bleep, which is a season 8 episode, Arthur would take us all around to the bleep sound. And I think the bleep sound was kind of a bit low pitch due to the fact when the swear is about to be uncensored, it can be used with a bleep. Obviously. That's pretty an interesting way to prevent kids from saying bad words. That's really a smart idea.
I know I saw the Bubbles logo after Postcards from Buster back in when I
Wait,
watched an airing in
Is there very own
2009.
postcard show? What
Well, I was
did you
talking
know
about the season 8 Arthur episode, Postcards from Buster.
But Postcards from Buster is literally the same thing as the main TV show itself, dude.
Yeah, I know. It was served as a pilot.
A pilot?
The season 8 Arthur episode, Postcards from Buster, was served as a pilot for the series.
Whoa, I didn't really know that, but
Because it was a season 8 episode in December of 2003, and then the show premiered in October 2004.
October 2004, you say? That's pretty kind of interesting about each Arthur episode, but I'm not I'm a little surprised that Postcards from Buster was served as a pilot. Anyways, Flickalova 2000, what do you know about the different fundings for Postcards from Buster, the main show itself?
Well, the original one had shots from an airplane, and Buster saying this program is funded in part by a Ready to Learn television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education for the Public Broadcasting Service. And in later episodes, beginning in 2005, would use the generic PBS Kids Go funding plug, where it says, Postcards from Buster is funded in part by a Ready to Learn, No Child Left Behind grant from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service.
And I think the CPB logo from 2001 can be shown.
It's not shown on Postcards from Buster, actually. It's only shown on Maya and Miguel.
Maya and Miguel? But that's completely insane. I'm pretty sure the CPB logo from 2001 can be shown on Postcards from Buster, but I haven't
It's
seen
not
it
shown
yet.
on Postcards from Buster.
Maya Miguel, you say? Well, when I was little, I've been to the Maya Miguel website, and it was really, really, really nostalgic. This isn't the first time I got to meet Maya and Miguel. And speaking of Maya Miguel, what do you know about the PBS Kids Go airings of Maya Miguel?
Well, earlier episodes from 2004 had Miguel announcing the funding, and it said Ready to Learn television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education. And then for the Public Broadcasting Service would have
Let me
PBS
guess.
Kids
The
Go
PBS
logo
Kids.
on it, and then he would say, and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and then later airings beginning in like 2005.
So, if Miguel said the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, I cannot even remember if the 2001 PPB logo was shown from the airings of Maya and Miguel, like from PBS Kids Go. And to be honest with you, 2013 was a really sad day because PBS Kids Go had to shut down. And PBS Kids Go fans be like, why did you have to leave us, PBS Kids Go?
It was from October 7th, 2013, actually.
Man.
Back
really
when Peg plus
bad
Cat had to premiere and replace the Go block.
Man, to be honest with you, I kind of hate Peg plus Cat because it involves a little girl named Peg who has a talking cat. Named, Cat. And a Fredbot video was posted inspired by this show from October 7th, 2013, back when PBS Kids Go shut it down. Anyways, what do you know about Peg plus Cat?
I have to say, I have not seen it that much, and I probably never will, because...
Wait, you haven't? But that show's pretty good. It teaches kids all about math just like Cyber Chase.
Yeah, but to be honest, I'm more of a classic PBS Kids fan, like Clifford and Dragon Tales.
Word World Age a jet plane reading. Wait a minute. Wait, I just thought of something. I have the old classic PBS Kids show Reading Rainbow on one of my PBS Kids DVDs. And I think it was 15 Pet-tastic Tales called Pet Stories. But I don't know which season Pet Stories is from. What?
And,
Was it something I said?
did you know, that there was something really weird that happened on one of the Dragon Tales releases? Playing Fair makes playing fun, to be exact. Although
this
it
is
showed
actually
a
kind of
season
true.
3
Playing
episode,
Fair
it
does
actually
make playing
had the season 2 funding instead.
And the narrator would be like, Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds with the U.S. Department of Education. And then
That's the season
dash
1
and
funding.
dot logo would show up. Really. But I think the most logo showed on Dragon Tales was Dot the Girl.
Did you see Dash the Boy in the show as well?
Oh, yeah, I did see Dash the Boy. I saw it on one of the PBS Kids DVDs. And I think it was probably neither shown on 20 Snowy Stories or 15 Pet-tastic Tales, whatever. Anyways, on one of my PBS Kids DVDs, I have the 2 Word World episodes called Runaway O and Dog's Camping Adventure. Oh, fun fact, Runaway O was the first Word World episode to be released in 2007. What? Was it something I said? I just told you Runaway O was the first episode of Word World to be released.
Oh, I think Jeremy Barton's asking you a question.
Really?
He's just saying... So, Jeremy, what would you like to ask Julie Mimic?
Yeah, ask me anything, Jeremy.
Alright, we'll explain the rest of the closing.
Anyways, Flakes 2000, I have a pretty nice fun fact for you. Laura Jill Miller, Puppy Clifford's voice actor, not only did she did Puppy Clifford, but she also voiced Widget on Wow Wow Wubsy, Lisa Loud on the Loud House, Cat from If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and Henry Huggle Monster from Henry Huggle Monster. And
Alright, so the DVD
for the voice
after the Chuck E. Cheese's commercial would be shown on the DVD of Arthur's Pet Follies for the Columbia TriStar version, we would have the Arthur funding from seasons 7 through 8 with the purple background, commonly used on seasons 1 through 4 reruns, using grants from U.S. Department of Education, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and viewers like you, And then the PBS Kids Ident is the Dot transformation one, where Dot transforms into a tiger, octopus, and astronaut.
You explained that to me in another live stream focusing on that awesome kids channel, PBS Kids.
And then after that, it would go into the Kiddio promo, and then the Columbia TriStar version would have the coming up next on
I think the Kiddio
Dragon
Arthur
Tales
title was
screen.
called Arthur's New Friend. And this time,
And,
it wasn't about Arthur teaching lessons, but Arthur actually let the kids join his show. And that was one of the most shocking Arthur moments children wanted to have in their life, like being on Arthur. Anyways, what's so cool about Arthur's New Friend, Arthur even said each person's name. Like, that was pretty rare. I didn't know this back when Arthur was on the Kiddio.
Yeah. Anyway, after the Kiddio promo for the Columbia TriStar version of Arthur's Pet Follies, it would contain the coming up next on Dragon Tales screen, and with showing clips from To Kingdom Come, and then after this, it would go into the Kellogg's Fruit Loops Jungle commercial, the Season 1 funding, where the announcer goes, Dragon Tales is funded in part by a grant from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting through funds from the U.S. Department of Education, and then the theme song and the start of To Kingdom Come, and then the Dragon Tomb segment, and then it would go into the coming up next on Dragon Tales portion with clips from Goodbye Little Caterpoozle, and then it would go into
and then
episode,
everything same happens again, like
Goodbye
the
Little
funding, the
Caterpoozle.
intro, blah 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 blah.
And then at the end of Goodbye Little Caterpoozle, will have the Dragon Tales website bumper from Season 1, the end credits, and then the 2004 DVD of Arthur's Pet Follies with that bonus episode would have the Sesame Workshop Blue House and Green Roof logo, and then the Columbia TriStar Television logo, and then the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Jungle Gym, or Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Community Center commercial, where it says, well, we know the fun of playing and learning together is more than just good, it's great. And then it would have the funding from Season 1 again. Then the 1999 PBS Kids Dot logo with Dot running up to the screen. Then we finally go into the DVD menu. Sorry it took a while to explain the closing, but there was a lot of conversations going on.
Yeah. Well, the Dot logo can be seen on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Along with the Dash logo.
Yeah. And, if I had a nightmare inspired by those two logos, I wish I completely regretted about what Mr. Rogers told me. Man, I don't want to have the nightmare like these two logos, Dash the boy and Dot the girl. Anyways, I searched up PBS Kids on DeviantArt, and a buttload of people posted something focusing on PBS Kids. Like, there was some non-PBS Kids characters like Sally. Sally can be shown on one of the PBS Kids comics on the DeviantArt website. Anyways, I have to ask you something. Those three characters were from fundings like Reading Rainbow, Clifford the Big Red Dog, Dragon Tales, but I don't know what their names were. Like, I can't even recognize the three characters that each funding was from, like Reading Rainbow, Clifford, whatever.
And it was also shown on seasons 33 to 35 of Sesame Street as well.
Well, anyways, do you like Sesame Street seasons 40 to 42?
I'm probably more of a fan of seasons 30 to 37.
30 to 37, right? Anyways, and what Elmo's World episodes did you see on seasons 30 to 37?
Well, I haven't really seen season 30 on television. The only season that I saw on TV back in 2003 was season 34 at that time. And I know I saw the Wild Animals episode once.
Wild Animals episode? Man, that furry red monster, Elmo, has really really had a lot to learn to teach the viewers, whatever. And like, in one of the early live streams, you and I were doing an impression of. I was doing the impression of SpongeBob and Patrick, and you were doing the impression of Squidward. Yeah, that popular meme was like, "Oh my goodness, Squidward!" Yeah, that phrase was heard on one of the no funny
Well, the
phrases.
algae is always greener. And then, later on, there's one scene where Squidward is like, "You can't do this to me, Mr. Plankton. If you think I'm going to stand out there all day listening to, then you must have coral within your frontal lobe."
Wait, and then SpongeBob was like, blah, 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 and then it keeps looping and over again when another mouth of SpongeBob's is shown.
What if SpongeBob were to air on PBS Kids?
Well, it'd be pretty cool if SpongeBob aired on PBS Kids, but I don't think I've seen SpongeBob airing on PBS Kids, but
That's
I already
because
know
it
that
didn't
SpongeBob
air.
is owned by
We were using
Nickelodeon.
our imagination.
Well, imagine if Lalaloopsy aired on PBS Kids. Like, Lalaloopsy is another one of the Nickelodeon shows from 2013 to 2015. Anyways, I know a lot about Lalaloopsy season 1 to 2, like Batter Up, Spotitis, Princess Parade, whatever.
And Jeremy is asking you, Julie, what Arthur episodes did you see the Snow Globe logo on?
Oh, well, I think it was probably, I don't know. So Long Spanky, Arthur's Baby, man. I don't even know which Arthur episodes had the Snow Globe ID in it.
Well, they would have to be either season 7 or season 8 episodes because seasons 1 through 4 reruns did not have the Snow Globe logo.
I think Bleep was one of the season 8 episodes that I think had the Snow Globe logo. Anyways, I really heard some of the PBS Kids IDs like dash dot dash transformation, snow globe dot transformation, fishbowl. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, I asked you a question in your live stream of which Word World episode did you see with the fishbowl logo?
I didn't really see Word World that much. I only saw one episode after Thomas ended. I believe it was Duck's Halloween costume.
Duck's Halloween costume?
Yeah, and
I don't even know
I didn't
which
really
season
see
Duck's
the PBS
Halloween
Kids logo, but
costume
according
was
to a
from.
video,
Like,
that
get this
episode had the
look
Snow
above
Globe logo at the
2000,
end.
sir. Like, I've seen a funding where Sheep's Hand can be shown when she's building the word school, and like one of the kids were like, Word World is funded in part through a cooperative agreement with the U.S. Department of Education. And then the kids were like, school! And then the U.S. Department of Education logo would show up.
And then either the PBS Kids Fishbowl or Snow Globe logos would follow it, depending on the episode.
Let me count the ways. Runaway O, dog wants to play ball, happy birthday dog. Anyways, like, I've seen Word World a bunch of times. Like, I don't even know which season Doug's Halloween costume was from. I think it was from seasons 1 to 2,
It was season 1.
Wait, season 1?
Yeah.
And wait, I just realized something. Every time every Clifford episode ends, it plays another episode / a sister episode. Like, probably the same thing with Phineas and Ferb and Dinosaur Train, only for Dinosaur ABC's part 1 and 2.
And I just realized something too. When season 3 of Dragon Tales aired, some of the episodes would be repeated from the second season. And Jeremy Barton, what were your thoughts on
Like, Dragon Tales. Like, Piano Raccoon Man posted a video for the Dragon Tales theme song on the piano.
Yeah, I saw your comment, Wonder Kids, Yes Little People, WS 2003.
Anyways, no PBS Kids shows were shown on Super Mario Logan, except this time, Nickelodeon shows were shown on SML, such as SpongeBob SquarePants, Rugrats, and Hey Arnold.
I know, but I see Flakes.
And I could do a...
Oh, there was a Sesame Street reference to SpongeBob SquarePants called Triangle Bob Triangle Pants, but instead of having the word Nick, it replaced with Triangleodian.
And then the Elmo's World music episode followed it.
I really like, oh! Say what now?
And then the Elmo's World music episode followed it after the Triangle Bob Triangle Pants portion.
Whoa. I don't know why SpongeBob SquarePants and Triangle Bob Triangle Pants are so different. Like, SpongeBob, for the SpongeBob SquarePants theme song from 1999 to the present will be like, oh, listen up, pineapple under the sea. And then SpongeBob would open his pineapple door, and the surprised and Hans the Hand gives him his, square pants. Like, that was seen on a buttload of seasons from, like, seasons 1 to 22. And I think sometime around probably next year, SpongeBob might renew for a season, either 23, but I don't know which episodes it has.
SpongeBob only has 13 seasons, actually.
Well, as days go on, SpongeBob had more seasons, like seasons 21, and the new episodes were added. Like, remember how SpongeBob turned 20 years old in a special called SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout? Man, SpongeBob is really lucky, and this YouTuber Aquatic Neptune is actually posted some videos about SpongeBob, like about the SpongeBob plug and play, the SpongeBob cereal for the SpongeBob movie Sponge on the Run / It's a Wonderful Sponge.
Oh, and speaking of which, have you ever heard of the episode Pat Heart Squid?
Pat Heart Squid? Well, yeah, that episode was super hilarious. Like, I like it when Patrick and Squidward swap places. Like, that was the most hilarious episode.
But did you?
Yeah, go on. Can't hear you, dude.
All right, so, did you know that in the end of Pet Heart Squidward and Patrick's house both get destroyed, and Squidward had no choice but to move over to SpongeBob's house, and it caused Squidward to break down crying?
Yeah, Squidward was probably almost totally pissed off to live with SpongeBob. And Flickle 2000, sir, I don't even know which season Pat Heart Squid was from.
Season 12.
And did it have a sister episode after Pat Heart Squid ended?
Well, actually, Knock Knock Who's There would be the sister episode. What about, do you remember this? You
remember
give
what?
me your house payment, Mario.
I don't even know. I'm not. Wait, I know who said that. Mr. Goodman. And Mr.
You give
Goodman
me your
did
house
some really
payment right now,
threatening
or I'm
things.
going to take away everything you own.
Yeah. And I don't know which SML video where Goodman said that.
Well, what was your opinion on Jeffy from SML?
Jeffy? Well,
Yeah.
Jeffy was actually a really good boy, but most of the times Marvin would call him a bad boy, and Jeffy would start to cry.
Then we go,
And same thing with
you
Rose.
said
I mean,
Jeffy's
Rose.
a bad boy!
Jeffy, stop that! You're a good boy! Yeah, that was totally cool. Well, SML was gonna get sued by Nintendo, so they only had one solution to change Mario's name to Marvin, and then Rosalina's named to Rose for short. Anyways, Mr. Goodman did a lot of threatening things in some SML videos. Like, man, there are things he said was like, chopping your.
What about
Man,
what
that
about
was the
Bowser?
man.
He
Imagine
was like, what about? Do you know that in some of the episodes, Bowser actually beat his son Junior with a
like, my God, imagine Bowser being arrested on a later SML video for beating up Junior. Like in one SML video called Junior's New Room, Bowser hogged Tom Junior's Thomas bed, and Chef Pee tried to ask him to give it back. And then Bowser would show off Junior and Chef Pee the new bed sheets. Junior got a Thomas and Friends sheet, while Chef Pee got a pink sheet because he whines like a little girl. But for Mario, he laughs like a little girl, and I don't know which SML video it's from. Anyways, what are some really threatening things Goodman ever did in Super Mario Logan?
well. Do you remember the episode Bowser Goes to the Movies where he basically talks almost throughout the film? The Charlie and Friends one?
Wait, let me guess. Bowser wanted to see Charlie and Friends the movie.
Yeah.
Well, a full that full movie was posted on YouTube if you want to go check it out.
And do you remember? All right. All right, class. Today we are learning.
Wait, I know which impression you're doing. Jackie Chu. Like, Jackie Chu works at the school, and he tries to teach Junior, Jeffy, Toadette, Joseph, and Cody.
What about? I can do a Cody impression. Junior, what did you just do with Ken?
Yeah. Instead, in a later SML video, instead of Bowser beating up Junior, Bowser Jr.'s friend Cody had to beat him up instead. And Cody said was really going to say the F word, but he beat up Junior anyway. And then in a new video called Jeffy and Junior Go to Prison, Face Eater was one of the most creepiest SML characters that likes to eat faces. Man, imagine him crawling under my bed and try to eat my face. Man, that is one of the most scariest SML characters next to the devil.
Oh. I know SML never got a DVD release, but what company would release the series on DVD if it did get a DVD release?
I'm not sure. I think neither YouTube or Glider would make an SML DVDs, but I'm not sure if DVDs of SML would release from if SML made the first video, it would be called The Best of Jeffy Volume 1, and then it'll include Jeffy the Monkey, Jeffy, Where's Jeffy, and other SML related videos focusing on
what about
Jeffy.
Jeffy's bad word?
Yeah, that too. Kids shouldn't be repeating the word. I don't want to say.
Please don't say that word in the stream.
I won't.
We're trying to keep.
What Jeffy said was really naughty. He said the FA word for some reason, and then Mario had to spank him if he said that word one more time.
And then Rosalina was like, "You didn't have to be that hard on him, Mario."
Well, and then Rosalina would go to the kitchen finding Jeffy on one of the cupboards.
Do you know which SML episode Rosalina cried in?
Well, I think it was Jeffy's Pet Dinosaur.
Rosalina actually cried in Jeffy's bad word at one point.
Yeah, besides her crying in Jeffy's bad word, I think she also cried in Dr. Jeffy, Jeffy's Pet Dinosaur, and many others.
Well, what about...
What about what?
Alright. So, do you know which Harper episodes Buster Baxter cried in?
I don't know. Which episode was it exactly?
Well, I know Buster cried in the episode Buster's Sweet Success from Season 6 and Arthur's Lucky Pencil from Season 2.
Man, I really feel bad for Buster Baxter. And then in one episode, Buster had to leave Elwood City. Man, I think I was a little sad on the inside to see Buster leave Elwood City because
Oh, Arthur's faraway friend?
Yeah, I think I don't even know which season Arthur's faraway friend was from.
I don't have a dog. I have a cat. I wonder if it's. I think Wonder Kids Yes Little People WS 2003 is asking if you have one.
Well, heck to the freaking no. Well, I like to keep my life private, so I won't tell you the things I usually have and own.
Probably seasons 1 through 8 are my favorite seasons.
Like,
Do you remember the episode where Binky and Brain have to wait a long time for their mother and they start to get bored?
yeah, what episode was that called? Like what episode was that called where Brain and Binky had to wait for a really, really, really long time?
It was called Waiting to Go from
Waiting
season
to Go?
7.
Really? I didn't know Waiting to Go was from season 7, but well, when the title card for Waiting to Go showed up, I think it showed Arthur getting a writing with the W and he can be seen saying yeehaw or yahoo or something like that.
Actually, Waiting to Go had the title card where Binky was blowing a bubble with bubble gum. Elwood City Turns 100 from Season 7 had the Stampede one.
Stampede one. Anyways, what different
Where
animations you saw
Arthur
on each
was like, yeehaw!
Yeah, Arthur was like a cowboy or something, but replace it with Yahoo and probably in a later episode or something.
What were your thoughts on the Arthur episode, Arthur's Lucky Pencil?
Oh, Arthur's Lucky Pencil? I find that episode to be okay, but due to the fact that Buster will think that he will have no friends, and then he started to cry for some reason.
But then Arthur forgave him and he was like, don't worry, Buster, it was an accident.
Well, it's very nice to support a friend because Arthur was a very good show of teaching kids how to be like, kind. And I think Mr. Rogers would do the same thing in the Mr. Rogers episode when friends fight.
Oh my gosh, I believe the Dragon Tales episode Big Funky Cloud is one of probably a really bad episode of the series. Ord is like constantly sad and depressed throughout the episode because he lost his blanket and it went around the Lost Forever hole.
I didn't even know what Ord's blanket would look like in Big Bumpy Cloud, blah, 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 blah.
Of course not. That's why it's not seen in that episode.
Yeah. Man, I really feel bad for Ord and Big Bumpy Cloud. I can't even imagine how sad he was.
He was like crying constantly.
Yeah. Can't even imagine how sad really Ord was, but I really feel bad for him, though. And this user, Brendan Barney, actually hated Dragon Tales, but I think he's gonna lose interest on it. I don't know. I think that rant video on Dragon Tales was seen in, season 2 of his rant series.
And do you know what episodes of Dragon Tales Ord has cried in?
Yeah?
From season 1?
I don't even know which episodes Ord cried in. Like there was one episode where Ord was like, oh, you really my tail. And then, well, that's not usually my Ord voice, but then Ord started freaking cry. Like constantly.
He was like, "Oh, you hurt my tail! Oh!"
Man,
That was in the episode No Hitter. And if I'm not mistaken, that same episode, Emmy actually cried after Max hit his sister Emmy, and he was like, "Max hit me!"
man, I really feel really bad for both Emmy and Ord. Anyway, were there any episodes where neither Zach or Wheezy cried in?
Well, I know Wheezy cried in Out with the Garbage and Wheezy's Last Laugh. The only episode where Zach cried in was Quibbling Siblings.
Quibbling Siblings? I don't think I've heard of that episode.
Well, they try to catch a rare juggle bug.
So?
And,
it was the least that Ord and his friends could do. Like, when I was matching a card on the Dash Secret Treasure website, it showed a fish from Dragon Tales, and then it would show a clip of Ord looking at a fish, but I don't know which episode was that from when Ord looked at a fish.
Alright, here's an impression of Ord crying.
Alright.
Alright. A little while ago, I was floating here on this rock when I accidentally dropped my favorite blanket in the whole world into the creek. It floated away so fast I couldn't catch it. Then he went right down the Lost Forever hole. I tried to grab it, Max, but I couldn't, and now it's gone.
Okay, take a level 2000. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Anyways, can you do other Dragon Tales impressions besides Ord, like Zach, Wheezy, Sassy, whatever?
I knew it! I knew you couldn't be quiet!
Oh, sorry, Zach. I just got a little too loud at this point.
I'm doomed! Now that the rare juggle bug is gone, I'll have nothing to share at school. Nothing at all!
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good impression of Zach. I bet you can't do one of the most awesomest characters, where the dragon spoke Spanish, and I don't know which characters spoke Spanish. I'm confused at this point. I don't think I know much about Dragon Tales.
Quetzal's the name.
Oh, and in one of the episodes, Gaza was like, "Tocan los niños."
Ah, bienvenidos.
Well, I don't even know which Dragon Tales episode Kazos got sick from. I'm confused at this point.
It was a kite for Quetzal.
Kite for Quetzal?
A kite for Quetzal.
Oh, yeah, right. A kite for Quetzal, yeah. Like, obviously, I don't know about you, Flickalova, but I really feel bad for Grandpa Castle for feeling sick for a kite for Kazo.
Alright, here's an impression from the episode Breaking Up is Hard to Do from Season 2. Max stepped on my foot by accident, and it really, really hurts. I thought Max was my best friend in the whole world, but I guess we aren't friends anymore.
Anyways, that was a good impression. Ord was nearly going to cry in that episode, but like obviously, no. Let me talk about Caillou. Now, remember this user, the odd one's out. James Rallison actually hated that 4-year-old boy. I mean, like, come on. What did Caillou ever do to James Rallison?
And in Goodbye, do you remember the episode Goodbye Little Caterpoozle? What do you remember about it?
I'm not sure. Dude, I'm not sure. I don't even know about Dragon Tales that much, but I did like one part where Or was crying, but I don't know why was he crying about. Like, I don't know much about each episode of Dragon Tales. Anyways, when you were little, you kind of did some Teletubbies VHS openings, such as Teletubbies Blue Sky and Teletubbies Again Again.
Yeah, I did. And I also did many Elmo's World VHS openings on that channel as well.
Like, your account used to have Dot the Girl on it. Anyways, you were kind of like really little when you collected these PBS Kids VHS openings. Anyways, did you see the Dot logo on some of your Saga the Chinese Siamese Cat VHSs? Like, which Saga VHSs did you see with the Dot logo in it?
Believe it or not, I owned a tape of Feline Frenzy, and that had the Dot logo at the beginning after the Warner Home Video logo.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the tape, it had the Dash logo.
You have a really good point. I think same thing happened to the Teletubbies Christmas VHSs. It's for Tinky Winky and Lala's present and Dipsy and Post present.
Tinky Winky and Post Presents had the Dot logo at the beginning and the Dash logo at the end. But did you know that there were some releases that it went reverse? Dash at the beginning and Dot at the end?
Yeah, I remember that. But I'm not too familiar with Dash and Dot, but they still look at each other each time PBS Kids changed from 1999 to 2013. Like, and I can't believe how far PBS Kids came with their new shows releasing, like Eleanor Wonders Why, Splash of Bubbles, Don Quixote, and more. Anyways, have you seen the new PBS Kids show, Don Quixote?
No,
Wait, you haven't?
I haven't.
Well, if PBS Kids released a DVD of Don Quixote, what would the first Don Quixote be called? Like the Best of Purple Panda, Volume 1?
Maybe.
Like, do you remember? Like, what do you know about the Clifford? 3 different versions of the Clifford funding. Like,
Well, the season 1 funding has Charlie doing the voiceover, and he goes, Clifford is funded in part by a ready-to-learn grant from the U.S. Department of Education for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting in the first half, and in the second half he goes, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you. And then, of course, in the season 2 funding, it would have Cleo doing the voiceover, and she would go, Clifford is funded in part by a ready-to-learn television cooperative agreement from the U.S. Department of Education through the Public Broadcasting Service.
And then she'll do it.
And then
And by the
the second
Corporation
half
for
of the season
Public
2 funding,
Broadcasting
Cleo
and
goes,
viewers like you.
and by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and from viewers like you.
What about season 3 for its reruns?
And the reruns would have a man saying, Clifford is funded in part by...
Well,
in the first
obviously, it would
And then
show
in the
one part
second
of the
half,
intro where
it would
Clifford
go,
farts.
a ready-to-learn grant from the U.S. Department of Education from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Wow. No, I gotta say, those Clifford fundings were really memorable, especially the ones with Cleo from season 2.
And strangely, it does not say thank you in the season 2 funding.
It
compared
doesn't?
to season 1
It'd be
funding,
nice
where
if
it
Cleo said,
does.
like, thank you in season 2. Like,
Mostly due to
there's a
Cleo's
big sale
selfish
called
personality.
PBS Kids Rewind. So if you made PBS Kids Rewind, what shows would you put on there? It can be anything like Word World, Saga,
I
the
would
Chinese
put Dragon Tales on there.
What about Mama Mirabelle's Home Movies? That's an old PBS Kids show.
Yeah, and I would put older episodes of Sesame Street on there as well, especially those from seasons 30 to 37.
Anyways, what do you what 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 other kids channel do you like besides PBS Kids?
Well, I've watched a little bit of Boomerang and Cartoon Network.
Wait, I know what shows aired on Boomerang for Cartoon Network. Some modern episodes of the Powerpuff Girls and the Garfield Show. Even though
And
Garfield
I
shows
know the
airing on
Flintstones aired in Boomerang as well, the original Flintstones from the 60s.
Anyways, what do you know about each Playhouse Disney show, such as Little Einsteins and Tasty Time with the Frog?
Well, in the season 1 episodes, Annie wears a blue shirt, while in season 2, she wears a pink one.
But she doesn't even wear any colored shirt in season 3. But in the reboot, Annie's outfit was yellow and orange.
I have not seen the reboot. I have seen the original, though.
Anyways, there was the full episode, which was the first episode called Gamer Annie, the episode was going to be a crossover for the game Super Mario Brothers.
Whoa.
What?
And, so, do you remember some of the episodes where Bowser cried in, like Bowser's broken TV?
Yeah. What about
He was
that?
like, I just want to watch Charlie! Why can't I watch it?
Are there any other SML videos that focused on Bowser crying?
Bowser's depression. Bowser's mistake. Do you know any SML episodes where Jeffy cried in?
Yeah, he cried in a buttload of episodes.
He cried in his first appearance, actually, Mario the Babysitter.
Man, it isn't easy for SML Mario to babysit Jeffy.
And he cried in the episode Jeffy's cell phone after being locked in the bathroom.
Man, and then Rosaline. I don't even know what Rosalina said after Jeffy was locked out from the bathroom. What?
And Jeremy is asking you, what PBS Kids logos did you see after season 2 of Clifford?
Dot transformation, because like you told me earlier, Dot would transform into a tiger, an octopus, then an astronaut.
But did you see the Dash transformation logo on Clifford as well?
Yeah, I think it was from season 1, where Dash would turn into a caveman, a scuba diver, then a robot. Yeah. So, anyways, if I made PBS Kids Rewind, I would put old shows such as, let's see, JJ the Jet Plane, Mama Mirabelle's Home Movies, The Berenstain Bears, Seven Little Monsters, Saga the Chinese Siamese Cat, Cyber Chase, Chuck Vander Chuck, Something Something Explosion, Bob the Builder for 2015, and even more.
What about Thomas and Friends?
Yeah, that too. Anyways, do you remember when on Sprout or PBS Kids Sprout? PBS Kids Sprout aired 2 PBS Kids shows like Saga the Chinese Siamese Cat and Thomas and Friends.
Yeah, I know Sprout aired a lot of Sesame Street as well.
Yeah, especially the seasons from 40 to 41 with Abby's Flying Fairy School in them, but I kind of hate that show so much. But can you please agree? Can you please handle my opinion on Abby's Flying Fairy School? I really liked that show when I was little, but now I started to get older. I feel like I'm getting too old for that show because it just
I
teaches
respect your
people-
opinion.
Thank you. Anyways, so what is your favorite Nickelodeon show and why?
I only have one Nickelodeon show I like.
Let me
Which
guess.
is
SpongeBob
SpongeBob.
SquarePants? SpongeBob was originally going to be canceled in 2025, but thankfully the new shows like the Patrick Star Show and Camp Coral SpongeBob's Under Years was gonna make SpongeBob live on forever, and this will blow your mind, Flickalova. But you remember Sandy Cheeks? Like, yeah, like she's getting her own movie.
Wow. And you may not know this, but they're making a live-action Clifford film that Paramount is releasing.
But Clifford isn't owned by Paramount, dude. He's owned by PBS Kids like he always is.
Yeah, I know. The film is getting released by Paramount.
Yeah. It'd be nice if PBS Kids released the film so Paramount wouldn't have to take Clifford's place.
Well, did you know that the Clifford releases were originally released by Artisan Entertainment?
Yeah, what about Family Home Entertainment Kids?
Yeah, that too.
Anyways,
I didn't really see that many episodes of Blue's Clues, to be honest. The Wiggles, yes. Paw Patrol, no.
So, get this, but my favorite Nickelodeon show of all time next to Wow Wow Wubsy, Law Loopsy for 2013, it's actually getting a reboot. Like, I think it's gonna air on White TV in Canada and Universal Kids in the US. Like, I understand if Law Loopsy's for girls, but it's okay if the franchise gets a reboot. Oh, there's even another reboot series airing on Netflix, if you want to go check that out for yourself. But sadly, the reboot had to stay and not the movies. Like, these movies were removed from the Law Loopsy section on Netflix, and I think either 2017 or 2018 was a really sad year for these Law Loopsy movies to be removed. Like, there's some Law Loopsy DVDs in Australia, which one of them is cute from top to button. If I never heard of that DVD, but I got a Valentine's Day Law Loopsy DVD, which is Friends Are So Special, and the episodes which show up are Spotitis, Flight Plan, Dot's Moon Mission, and Princess Parade.
Is Spotitis similar to the SpongeBob episode Squiditis?
Squiditis? But that's a completely different episode to Spotitis. Like Spotitis and Squiditis look nothing alike.
So what's different about them?
Well, for Spotitis, which is a Law Loopsy episode, some of the characters, like Jewel Sparkles, for example, Ashley gets a case of the spots and then Rosie attempts to cure it, but then gets them on herself later on. And then obviously, both Bee and Blossom Flower Pot would stare at the viewer, and Bee would go, Rosie, I think you might need to come with us, but I don't even know what she said, first of all. I'm kind of confused at this point. Well, for Squiditis, it's a very similar episode to Spotitis. Well, I don't even know what happened to the characters of SpongeBob and Squiditis, but I don't think I know much about...
Squidward fakes sick, so he doesn't have to go to work.
Yeah. And same thing with the Law Loopsy episode, Spotitis. Like, they look really nothing alike.
I have not really seen I have not really seen the Big Comfy Couch that much.
Wait, you didn't heard of Big Comfy Couch? But that's a really great show. Like one part of the song was like,
see it that much.
Molly, a cut and a dolly on the big comfy couch. Like, I'm trying to get you to remember that show, like real E.
Well, the theme was a little catchy.
Yeah, what about the episode itself?
Well, I didn't really see the episodes, but I've heard the theme.
You have a really good point. Anyways, another one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows next to Law Loopsy is Wow Wow Wubsy. Like, Wow Wow Wubsy released in 2006, then got taken off the air in 2014 after it made its last episode in 2010. And one of my favorite episodes was Widget Gets the Bluey Blues.
And
And I'll tell you everything about Widget Gets the Blues. Like Widget gets really sad and comes down with a case called the Bluey Blues. And then Wubbsy and Walden tries to make her laugh so her skin can turn back to pink.
And, what was your thought on I'll have to look into that again, Jeremy, when I watch the video. So, do you know, the episode Giant Squidward?
Yeah? Giant Squidward? What about that?
Well, they put kelp spray on Squidward and it makes him giant.
Man. And then when Squidward turned back to normal, the clarinet he was playing squashed him.
And then that was after Squidward cried and said, "Now I'm too small to play my giant clarinet."
Man. And then as the shrunk, the notes for the clarinet get really higher and higher until all of a sudden it squishes him. Man, that was really hilarious. Anyways, what is your thoughts on the Spongebob episode, Google Gas /
Honestly, it was very weird. Plankton literally turns everyone into babies, and there's one scene where Squidward turned into a baby, and he was crying like...
And then same thing for SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs!
Yeah.
Like, honestly, everyone was turned into babies, except one for Patrick, he literally did nothing. And a meme was made out of like, a baby! Yeah, that meme was pretty cool when Goo Goo Gas was made. But I don't know which sister episode Goo Goo Gas had.
It was the Big Switch.
Really? What are your thoughts on the Big Switch?
Well, near the end of the episode, Mr. Krabs just starts crying because
because what?
He wanted SpongeBob back at the Krusty Krab.
Man, to be honest with you, I really feel sorry for Mr. Krabs, obviously. I mean, he's just a fictional character. Well, speaking of SpongeBob, Squidward, and Mr. Krabs, these three were added to Vote.codes if you haven't heard of that website, but it was pretty cool for SpongeBob and Squidward and Mr. Krabs for make a debut in. And throughout some days, new voices were added, such as Yoda. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the modern SpongeBob episode, SpongeBob's Big Birthday Blowout?
I didn't really see all of the episode, but there were some funny parts where they're like live action.
Well, one part shows, instead of saying the Krusty Krab, it's the trusty slab. And the characters were SpongeBob and friends voice actors. SpongeBob was Tom Kenny.
Squidward was Roger Bumpus.
What about Patrick?
Bill Foggerbocke was Patrick. Clancy Brown was Mr. Krabs.
Wait, what about Sandy?
Carolyn Lawrence.
Anyway,
Doug Lawrence
Larry wasn't shown in the live-action part of the Trusty Slab when SpongeBob was making the Flabby Patty. Like, due to the fact Sandy said, "Where's the meat?" And then Sandy just left the restaurant.
What were your thoughts on the SpongeBob episode Skill Crane from season 4?
Skill Crane? Well, I've heard of... Well, it was a great episode from season 4 where SpongeBob gets a teddy bear after getting a first try on the claw machine that was in the Krusty Krab. But then Squidward would keep on losing and losing until all of a sudden he won.
He keeps losing and losing. Well, before he wins, there's one part where Squidward just breaks down crying. He was like, "If I could just win once, I'd never play again."
Yeah, that was one of the most hilarious things Squidward ever said in season 4.
And he said that all while crying.
Anyways, what are your thoughts on the SpongeBob episode, A Day Without Tears / Summer Job?
A Day Without Tears was a pretty interesting episode, actually. Squidward makes a bet on SpongeBob that he can't go one day without crying.
Yeah, but then SpongeBob would continue
But
crying
then
over
later
and
on,
over
he
and
gets a
over and
call
over
from
and over
Patrick,
again.
and Patrick tells him that he can spend a day without crying. And
Yeah, and there was one part where SpongeBob and Patrick cried together. Like, obviously. Like, when SpongeBob was making the monster Krabby Patty, he accidentally broke the spatula and started, crying.
and then later on, SpongeBob cries a giant amount of tears, and then
No, he really cried like
Squidward
crazy.
had no choice, but he had to watch a film with SpongeBob, and then Squidward breaks down crying near the end of the episode, actually.
And this time, SpongeBob wasn't crying. Well, at least SpongeBob tried his best to go through a day without crying. Then what about the sister episode, Summer Job?
Well, Mrs. Puff has to work at the Krusty Krab while Squidward is away.
Really? Like, well, Mrs. Puff was a teacher at SpongeBob's boating school. And then
Do you
cried in
remember
one
the episode from
episode
season 2 where
SpongeBob
Mrs. Puff goes on a date with Mr. Krabs?
And then in one modern episode Mr. Krabs can be cleaning with the car, and then SpongeBob would be like, like he didn't get his driver license at all. Like, and it was all thanks to Mrs. Puff for being such a mean teacher to SpongeBob. I mean, like, come on, he did his best to earn his driver's license, but then SpongeBob would get a would be job as the home monitor, one of the old episodes, which I think is from season 1. I think. And I don't know which episode was that called when SpongeBob got to be the job of the home monitor.
It was season 1.
And then SpongeBob would be like, "Look at this town, do about this, SpongeBob." And then Fred, or also known as the My Leg Guy, can be heard like saying, "My leg, my leg."
I do remember in one part of the episode, Patrick cries and goes, "I'm a bad person!"
Yeah, but SpongeBob sounds like, "You're not a bad person, Patrick." Like, obviously, both SpongeBob and Patrick can be seen in an SML video.
And in the SML video, Patrick is voiced by Lance 30acre, who did Jeffy. And SpongeBob was done by Logan 30acre.
Man, man. And there was one SML video where Angelica, Tommy, Reptar, and Chucky can be seen.
Oh. Do you remember any SML episode where Mario cried in?
Yeah. What was that called?
Well, I know Mario cried in...
And cried in
where,
what?
It was... I know Mario cried in the episode... I believe the Super Bowl problem at the end of that episode.
And Levi Bright posted a video relating to the SML episode, Jeffy's homework, called Homeschooling Bubbles. Like, Homeschooling Bubbles and Jeffy's homework is literally the different episode. Well, for Jeffy's homework, Mario, Marvin, and Rose would try to teach Jeffy homework, and then Jeffy would try to think 8 minus 4 is 8, and then Mario would
8 minus 4 is actually 4.
Yeah, But Jeff was like, frick this pencil, frick this helmet. And then he would try to admit Mario that 8 minus 4 is 8, like when he tries to take the 4
And what about 2 plus 2 equals baby 2?
Yeah, like the mommy 2 and the daddy 2 love each other very much, and they made baby 2. And then Mario
and
would
Goodman is like, you're actually required to teach Jeffy every single subject. If he fails, then you go to jail.
Like, yeah, for homeschooling Bubbles, that was a way different story for Jeffy's homework. And one cool part that Jeffy did the ABCs backwards and blew Mario's mind.
And Jeffy, go to bed. Go to bed.
And for sleeping Jeffy tried to make a bowl of Fruit Loops, but then accidentally makes a mess in the kitchen. And then Mario comes in the kitchen to make breakfast and realizes the mess Jeffy made. And
he was like,
Mario,
Jeffy, did you make this mess in the kitchen?
And then Jeffy would lie, and Mario thinking that he actually made that mess. And Mario did a security camera thing where it would show Jeffy sleepwalking, then destroying the account in that footage. And then later on, Mario would call Jeffy a bad boy, and like, oh, Jeffy's a bad boy, and it was like,
and then there's one part later on. He goes, "All right, Jeffy, the last 2 nights you made big messes, and I caught you on camera, so you cannot deny it. So you're gonna go to bed, and if I catch you making another mess in the morning, you're grounded. I'm gonna take away your helmet, your pencil, no diaper, no nothing. You're just gonna be locked in the closet. You get me?"
Yeah, and then Jeffy did as it was told.
He was like, "I caught you on camera, Jeffy. Go to bed."
Yeah.
And then Jeffy wakes up again, and he was like, Mario didn't realize that Jeffy was sleepwalking the whole time.
Yeah. That was a smart idea. And when sleeping Jeffy was posted, not Rosalina.
It's gonna get cold.
Okay, guys, I'm going to end the stream here, so